You go. We're back in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the Caiman Show. I have a treat for you, as I always do. Joining me today, two friends of mine, at least I think they are. I don't know, the water's a little murky on times. Nonetheless, we'll call them friends for now because they are here in my home and in yours, the Caiman Show. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for a newly formed tag team on the circuit. I give you Dangerous Danny Owens. He's on that side or that side, whichever way it's going. I give you Blanchard on that side or that side, whichever way it comes across on your screens, but it's that way on mine. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, clap your left hand to your right. It's Beers and Beatdowns. Welcome to the show, lads.
Hey, cheers, fella. Thanks for having us, mate.
Oh, it's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure. What have you been up to this evening? Anything exciting so far, or is this the pinnacle for you?
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much for today.
We've been talking shop a little bit, but that's just normal. But yeah, this is it. This is a highlight of a Monday, isn't it?
Excellent stuff. Well, it was always going to be. Let's be honest, boys. Come on, it doesn't get much better than this, does it?
It's
Definitely.
incredible.
You know, no expense spared on the set here as well. You know, as I can see with yours. But it's
the string fella specials. Look at them.
Fantastic. He would be proud, dead proud.
He'll have me back one day.
Brilliant stuff. All right, so obviously things are going on. Beers and Beatdowns. I've known you both for a very long time. I can't remember who I met first, to be honest, but I know I wrestled yourself first, Blanche, and we trained together a long time ago when you were a little kid turning up in tracksuit bottoms and a pair of shoes, I remember. Yeah. Gone are them days. That was brilliant. What made you decide to wear the shoes to training?
The fact that my parents are going through bankruptcy and couldn't afford a decent pair.
Oh, shite. That got awkward, didn't it?
Question number one.
No,
okay.
It is what it is. They used to spoil me and my sister. Shit happens. They're good now.
All good. Happy days. Well, that's the main thing. I love a happy ending. And we do love a happy ending on this said show here as well. Today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by Pro Wrestling Karnage. That is Pro Wrestling Karnage with a K. They are running their first show, which is called the First Mutation, on Saturday, the 28th of August, live from the Pencoed Welfare Hall. You can get your tickets. The links will be dropped in the video description below. Click on them, grab your tickets. But if you don't want to pay for tickets, you're a tight ass or you can't afford them or a bit of both, you can win a pair of tickets for yourself and a friend or an enemy if you're into that bondage shit. All you need to do is like, subscribe, and comment Carnage with a K on this said thread, which is going to be down below this video somewhere. So current subscribers, all you need to do is like and comment Carnage with a K. So yes, Carnage coming up, guys. You're obviously going to be a big part of it. Tell us firstly about Pro Wrestling Karnage. Tell us firstly about the First Mutation. Tell us what people can expect to see from the show, and tell us what people can expect to see from Beers and Beatdowns.
Right. So if we start with the show, it was my idea. I've wanted to do it for a while. We've got some other guys involved. It just all happened really fast. We're coming up towards the show now, the First Mutation. We're doing things a little bit differently to most companies, where we're trying to make it where everyone hears about all the backstabbing and politics and all that. We want to get away from all that shit. We want it to be pure and a place people want to work. So that's where we went with the mutation sort of side of things. So we're like a new breed, a new mutation, I suppose, of wrestling, which is where the show name come from. On the show, we've got yourself making an appearance.
Look at him. Look at his shape he's in.
Shape I'm not in. Well, the shape I'm in is round at the moment. Plump, if that's a shape.
You and me both, brother. We've got the return of Chris Pethwick.
Excellent. Looking forward to seeing that as well, man. That'd be awesome.
is going to be him versus Joel Redmond, who's former NXT Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with his work. I've seen a bit of Joel in action.
Who else have we got? We've got newer guys like James Ellis on the show. He's making waves at the moment, even though he's not been actually on shows. Everyone's talking about him. Such a good kid. We've got
the seven. So we've got Fletcher Law, Bishop. We've got and Scare.
Yeah, High and Mighty.
High and Mighty. We've got the tag team division's brilliant. We're gonna have a little bath as well. But now we've got some great guys coming. But JJ Roberts is on the card.
Stevie Jones.
Marcel Leon, who's also a former Lance Storm guy as well.
I didn't realize he was on, guys. I've not seen Marcel since 2009. So that'd be interesting.
So Marcel's back. So he's coming on as well. And we've just got loads. To be fair, the roster's really good. They're like hand-picked guys. But like you said, Dan, we decided to do this. Like we've been around this for so long. We've seen all the mistakes that other people have made when it comes to promotions, and we've learned some good guys as well, like yourself, Bassy, some of the guys I used to run shows with when I used to work in England quite a bit. Just we're taking all the bits from them, making this one promotion. Everyone's in a good place, and we got this philosophy of like happy workers are the best workers.
Definitely, man, 100%.
So that's what we're going with, and like with the background as well, with just my normal job as well. It's just we're trying to put everything together to make this mutation of what we want wrestling to be. So the name is Karnage. So
excellent stuff with a K.
With a K, we're pretty chuffed. We're pretty proud, and we just want it to happen now. We're literally ready to go. So
brilliant. So how are things looking now in terms of COVID? Are we going to get screwed over again, or is this 100% on good authority going ahead? Do you know? Do you have the answers?
We don't at the moment.
I think it's down to the biggest heel, Boris Johnson, isn't it?
Yeah,
him, the heel that he is.
Yeah, they keep changing their mind, don't they? It's supposed to be the 21st of July. Everything's going to be gone.
What, including masks or what?
Yeah, apparently.
That'd be good because I hate them things.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a fan.
Not good.
But yeah, everything gone, and we can go back to our old normal. So hopefully that happens, because I don't want to be sending out all the emails to the people that have already bought tickets, and we've sold a few already. So
it is what it is, isn't it?
If worst case happens, then we'll have to postpone. The people that have bought tickets can keep their tickets for the new date, or they can get their refunds. Up to them. But,
well, they've got to understand, haven't they? You know, they've got to understand it's not your fault. It's not the promotion's fault. It's, well, I was going to say it's the government's fault, but really it's not even the government's fault. It's the fault of whoever's behind this godforsaken pandemic at the end of the day. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to point fingers anyway. But, you know, just if we go in by what we told in the news, just don't eat any more bats, guys.
Yeah, you've stopped that now.
Yeah, you've cut down at least, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. I thought there was a bit of wing hanging out your mouth then, but no, it's just the beard curling up. Beard's coming on, by the way, boy.
Yeah, and it's basically me being lazy. And
that's cool. Yeah, I can relate totally.
I know, I feel pretty like.
I actually shaved my head the other day, so I actually look some sort of normal.
Ah, good man. Well, I've talked about shaving my head the other day, actually, for charity, raising a bit of dollar and shaving the bonds, because I started having this little undercut in here, and it's really pissing me off now. And with lockdown, I've not been able to get to the hairdressers and what have you, or get anyone to shave it, etc. So it's just all growing out now, and it's just like, what if I was to just start again and raise a bit of money for charity? So this one I'm thinking. Seen a couple of light bulbs then, boys.
We can always hair versus hair, man.
Yeah. I saw the light bulb then, Blanchard. You just paused. You know, there was no movement. It was just like,
I know a guy who wants a rematch. I know a guy who wants a rematch.
I know the very guy I was talking to him earlier on today, in fact, as it goes. Yeah. Shout going out to T-Bone. How you doing, fella? Know you're out there. Know you're listening. Know you're watching. That's one to think about in time. But, you know, if and when I beat him again, I'm stuck with a lock still, and so it'd go maybe against the object, unless we did the match for the charity, perhaps.
Yeah, man, we could sort something out, no problem.
That's something I might be interested in then. Yeah. And tell him not to get any more haircuts then in the meantime. So Carnage is on the cards, quite literally, and I'm sure it will be absolute carnage. And I mean that in the most positive way possible. A show filled with carnage is just a show filled with joy, as far as I'm concerned, positive carnage, and that's what it's going to be. So we've talked a little about carnage. Let's talk a little firstly then about beers and beatdowns. Now, I've known you both for a very long time, double figures, the two of you, and then some. But I would never have paired you together. Obviously you were, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way or anything. I mean, geographically, for example, I didn't even realize till a little while ago, Blanchard, you were living in God's own country now, So how, where, when, and why did that first happen? And then how, where, when, and why did you guys get together and decide to come up with this tag team, Beers and Beatdowns?
Shall I go? Right. So I moved to Wales about 12 years ago now. I was with my partner and stuff, had children and stuff. So I stayed here, no longer with, but stayed here and I stayed right by my children. So that's grand. And I love it here.
Good, man.
It's brilliant. Right.
It's not a bad place, is it?
No, it's all right. It's good. I like it. It's quiet. It's nice. So me and Smurf, known each other from the Celtic days. So when I first moved to Wales, I went to the show. I think it was you and Bassie having the big shindig. You took a Rolling Simone on the floor. Oh yeah, that sucked. And some twat poured a beer in my ear while I was there trying to grab a breath. Like, so I'm sure he was trying to help, but I was filming it on Bass's camera. That's why I was there to help with the show. And he said, "Can you film my match?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." Which you got destroyed in. And then not knowing that the next day you were kind of done. That was your last thing, and you were stepping away. You needed a break. Fair enough. And Bassie said, "Blanche, you're in Wales now, yeah?" I said, "Yeah, man. Okay, you're gonna come and manage me." I was like, "Okay." So I then joined Celtic as a manager and managed Bass and had that run with him and Recall and stuff. So I've stayed in Wales, and you were working at this point more now.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
So we were always on shows together. We did one angle before where I'm a manager and you run a match with the guy I was managing. I got to beat down him a little bit as a manager, and that was that's our in-ring history together. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask. So you haven't had the opportunity to tag together yet? No, as such.
We have been training, but this is it. So fast forward to 2 years ago. My partner at the time we're having a baby, so I'm in hospital waiting room on my phone. Another couple come and sit down, and I look up, and it's Smurf. Big beard, miserable as sin on his phone. So
sounds about right.
The waiting room was off. There's pregnant women everywhere. So I was like, we all had to wait, and I was like, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry. For fuck's sake.
It slipped.
I'm in the waiting room now. It couldn't be any worse. It's bacon as hell, and I'm stuck here with Smurf. I said it out really loud, and he just looked up and went, "What are you doing here?" Right. So it was just literally at first I bumped into him as in hospital, so we just stopped. We had a talk. The women were really angry about it because we were ignoring them, just having a chin wag, catching up. And then he said, "There's some training in this area. Why don't you pop down, come and say hello to the boys?" All right. So we did that. He dragged me down about 2 months later. I finally went down there, and I was coming back to manage. I was like asked to come back and help some younger guys get over, and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." Then another promoter said, "Could you, if you do come to us, can you manage Dan? Grand, of course, easy, and help us get some guys over. But could you wrestle maybe once as a manager?" I said, "Look, don't worry about that. Right, just for you guys, just for you, for a one-off, we'll do a real tag team gimmick. I can't do much. I'm getting on. We'll do a real tag team gimmick."
How old are you now?
I'm 38.
No, you're not getting on then, you? I'm 42. Come on.
I'm like, I'm getting on, so I can't do much. But
you're not getting on.
I do it just for you guys. I'll just do, and we'll be a tag team. And then it just snowballed into Beers and Beatdowns. It just literally snowballed with like other people chipping in, and it just turned into what it is. And
awesome.
Everywhere.
Brilliant, man. That's fantastic. It's a quality name. It's a great name. And I regret not being a part of Beers and Beatdowns because I'm good at both. I'm good at drinking. I'm good at beating down, So it's like, 'cause if you're ever scoping out for that third member, do you know what I mean? And thinking of factioning up, I could be a guy like, but
definitely. We kind of like, we decided to go back like old school as well. Like no one puts out vignettes or anything, so we did one vignette of us walking down a hallway.
I seen it. It was amazing. It was great with a guitar and everything. Yeah, it was good.
It was my first time I've ever edited any video on my phone, so it was like literally the first time I'd done it. And we sent it out. We did a little post about who's Beers and Beatdown and stuff, and it got a load of attention.
Yeah,
we were going to leave it like a month, weren't we, until we put the reveal video out. But promoters were asking for it.
That's brilliant.
So we had to kind of like put it out within 2 days. And like I said, yeah, we just got booked. Just literally
fantastic. That's awesome. There's not enough quality packaged tag teams out there, though. I don't think anyway at the moment. So it's nice to see some of that happening with you guys.
I think we're very different to a lot of guys as well, because we've got a bit more of an old school mentality about how we work and how we learn as well. Because obviously you trained Smurf and I trained like on the road, old school style. And we think that's missing in the tag team divisions at the moment. So we're literally going to take it old school. So you're not going to see loads of flips and shit from us. So
no, you don't need to see that. There's other people on the card for that anyway, So
lots of work and lots of entertainment.
And plus, I probably couldn't do my moonsault anymore because my a bit big.
Yeah, he's the proper capital D now, right?
Yeah,
I'm the actually athletic looking one at the moment, which is really
hey, fantastic.
But like, yeah, I just think we got something that's different. That's not in the market at the moment, and I just think it'll be fun for everyone to work us and for us to work everyone else. So
definitely, man. It sounds great. So the name Beers and Beatdowns, tell us about that. Where did that come from? Who came up with it? How did you come up with it? Talk me through it.
It was just literally a long chat, wasn't it? We just had like chatting ages on text about some names, and it just kind of happened. I don't even remember where it came from.
No, I was known in another company for giving people beatdowns. And I sort of had a reputation for that. With the gimmick,
and Blanche was a pisshead.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but with the gimmick as well, having a beer in my hand made sense, because there was the odd occasion where I'd go out with a beer in my hand. And Blanche likes a drink, so yeah, it made sense.
Kind of just more. It's very different for me as well, going from the Weasley manager that I've been for so long and I was known as. Obviously, I managed for so long and got over as a manager. Like that was my best work as well. So this is completely new for me as well, being somebody a bit more different. But no, I think it works, and it works in the promos already. There's a reason why we've got what he said as a catchphrase. He don't do any talking. That's what I'm there for. So
it's nice. It's nice. It works, and the contrasts work, but on the same time, there's a bond and a gel which puts you together, which fits you together as well as that contrast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. When we talk about stuff about gimmick and whatnot, because we talk about gimmick because it's really important to us. We talk about us we're the same but different.
Yeah.
And it comes down to what we wear in the ring as well. We're the same but different. We're slightly things. We both got leather jackets, but they're different. Like
I wear a beanie, he wears a hat.
My jeans are tucked into my boots, where his out. So it's all like
little differences.
I got the jewelry that we use. He's got a knuckle duster. Just the certain things. It's slightly different, and it just worked. It just seemed to work, and everyone seems to want a bit of it. So we're really grateful, to be honest.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. So, what's the First Mutation, Pro Wrestling Karnage? Is that your tag team debut together, or what?
No.
No.
So when I signed my contract, I made sure I had the first heavyweight title shot.
There you go. Selfish bastard.
Yeah. So
that's the other thing about BXB as well. We might not always be together, but it's like we're not planning on ever being that tag team that breaks up. BXB is always going to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's more than, it's a brand more than just a tag team, so it's always going to be a thing. And we like a bit of singles every now and then, don't we? So it's all good. It's what's needed on without thing. It's what's needed on the card at the time. We're very much for the card. So if that's what's needed, then we'll do it.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah, plus he needs a break from every now and then. So when he needs a break, we'll tag.
Yeah.
So,
just to rest up and leave him do all the work, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'll be in the main event of the first show, possibly against yourself if you win the Rumble.
Well, I'm planning on it, to be honest with you. I don't go in to lose, like, do you know what I mean? And I've learned to lay down a lot in them rumbles as well, and I'm quite heavy now as well, so people will have a bit of difficulty getting me over. And I do kick and I do punch quite hard as well. So good luck if you're trying, boys. I will put up a fight.
Well, I won't be in there.
It's me.
That's cool. Well, I'll come for you anyway, and you know I will.
Cheers. I know. I'm wrestling in the very first match of Carnage against Endless Lee. I somehow have managed. He's got some beef with me, which is fine. He's about 4 foot tall. So I'm happy for an easy night, to be honest. So I'll smash him quickly and go win the Rumble.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, good luck. Good luck with it. I wish you well with it, but never say never. You just don't know what might happen on the night, you know.
We're so hyped up for the night. We just can't wait for it now.
It's going to be great, man. What time's showtime?
Show starts at 6. Doors open at 5:30.
Excellent stuff. And how many matches are on the card?
8.
Yeah, 8. Only for the first show we've got. There's 8 for the first.
8 matches for the first show. Is that including the Rumble? Yeah.
Yes.
Or not 8 matches on a Rumble. 8 matches including the Rumble. Fantastic stuff. Oh, excellent. No, it's going to be good. I'm quite hyped up for myself now as well. I can't wait. I was talking to name drop. I was talking to Chesney Hawkesbury the other day as well. I was saying after we went off, like, and all that, I was like, oh yeah, doing this, doing that, and everything. I was like, oh, I've been speaking to the boys. I might be having a little go again at this and everything in in August, but I'm waiting for confirmation because it hadn't been dropped on me yet. Then that the invite. But Chesney's aware of the show anyway, gents. So that's pretty
does he want to sing you? Does he want to sing you to the ring?
I could ask him. I got his deets, like, do you know what I mean? So I was going to ask if he'd want to be in my corner, you know,
singing the one and only to the ring. Can you imagine?
Yeah, brilliant. Hey, Johnny Storm didn't even have that when he used the song, you know.
We'll do it.
Let's do it.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Is that a sponsorship I see there?
Well, the Yazoo.
Yeah. Whoa, other milkshakes are also available. Loads of them. Name a few. Yop. Yeah. Fridgy. Yeah. Fridgy. Loads of them. Yeah. The other ones also available. Yeah. Just Lipton's Cafe in Merthyr. If anyone remembers that place, they're not available anymore, but they were delicious. They were. Anyway, back to business. So again, this podcast today is sponsored by Pro Wrestling Karnage, and we are giving away a pair of tickets to one of you lucky people out there, or 2 of you lucky people out there if you're competing in this competition as a duo, as Beers and Beatdowns often will, or your proverbial beer to their proverbial beatdown could apply for you, you know. But anyway, enough about that. We're getting technical now. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning this pair of tickets for the First Mutation, which is brought to you by Pro Wrestling Karnage on August the 28th. That's Saturday, August 28th from 6 p.m. at Pencoed Welfare Hall. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment Karnage with a K. That's all you got to do. Karnage with a K. If you're already subscribed, just like and comment. Excellent. So we'll announce that within the next week or so then as well. So that'll be fantastic. Good luck to all entrants. And if you want to share the shizzle out of this as well and put it on your social media, just to plug and hype that show even more, you have my permission to do just that. Treat yourselves. So you've been booked elsewhere, you said as well. Where else can we expect to see the duo of Beers and Beatdowns then? Or do you not want to say? Is it under wraps right now? Are you not allowed to say?
I have to ask because he does all the booking stuff, so I don't know.
No worries. I don't want to put anyone on the spot.
Where are we going?
We've got a couple of promotions up in England. I can't remember where in England. Immortal in wherever they are.
Yeah, excellent.
We've got.
I hope you got a sat nav.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll send me the address as well. We've got Slam Down.
We're actually debuting as a tag team on Slam Down about 2 weeks before.
Excellent stuff. Do you know who you're working against? Who your opponents are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm glad you do.
Just or and scare or something
No,
else.
no. No, we're not
Easy
working them.
words.
Actually, I don't
You,
know.
you don't need to say anymore. I've clearly put you in an awkward predicament.
Yeah.
There's clearly things you're not allowed to tell me, and you don't want to tell me. I've seen this song before.
There's a couple of promotions in England. There's about 3 in Wales.
Yeah.
You've got some others, one in Wales as well, which
Yeah.
I'm not booked for yet. So I think there's 5 or 6 promotions.
Yeah.
One of them's another new starting promotion.
Yeah.
So busy. That we have had other offers as well from other promotions. It's just some of them aren't just doable.
No, they're below our pay grade.
I understand. You Riley veterans as you are now by your own admission. It is what it is. You've got to go where the dollar is, boys, as well at the end of the day, don't you? This there comes a point where no one does anything for free anymore.
Exactly. I think we're going to be quite clever with our bookings as well, because obviously Karnage is going to be quite busy, so it's going to be a case of quality over quantity this time around.
Whereas good shout.
Whereas before I'd work 2-3 shows a week, and I did for like 3 or 4 years solid. I can't do it now. So kids and everything. So it's quality over quantity this time, to be honest.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I couldn't do it now either because I've got so many other things on at the moment as well. I've got the daytime job, my motorcycle world, podcasting, my band when COVID opens back up as well, then wrestling as well. And I'm sure there's a couple of other things in there as well, which I'm failing to mention right now. But yeah, this life's busy, and I find not older, but the wiser I'm getting, the busier I'm getting,
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But no, we want to be able to, like, obviously Karnage is something that we really want to concentrate on as well.
Yeah,
so
that's your bread and butter promotion at the end of the day. Yeah,
there's lots coming up with Karnage. We've got lots more than just like 1 or 2 shows a month. There's lots to do with it. So
lots of ideas, lots of things happening,
lots of potential. So we're just waiting to see how it rolls. To be fair, waiting for dice to roll. So
fantastic, excellent. Well, good luck with it all. I know I'm on the show, so I'll do my bit to
mate, when was the last time
booty?
When was the last time we were together? It must have been years, man.
Years, must have been years and years and years.
Can't wait.
What would it have been? 2010,
12?
11, 12, something like that. Yeah, a while ago, good while ago. It'll be nice. Nice.
We'll break a beer, yeah?
We will, 100%. Yeah. I always carry one anyway. You know that. So,
my leather jacket's full of. I just literally
excellent, man. Yeah, I got one similar.
Like
beer.
Or something.
That's it. Beer and Jack Daniels, mine. Yeah, I have a hip flask of Jack Daniels normally. Unless I've got a car, then I selectively leave that mofo at home. So you've not tagged together yet, but you've trained together. You've done some circuits as a tag team in training.
Yeah.
Have you got any special little moves that we can look out for, or anything? Any double team action?
The really cool thing about it was when we got in the ring together and we actually started training, and we had some guys that we were training with. We kind of didn't speak at all. We knew what we were doing.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So we literally just tagged each other and just carried on. We kind of didn't talk. It just kind of happened naturally.
Just gelled.
It just worked organically, like.
Yeah, it did. It was really good. It felt really good as well. We're gonna start doing stuff that people probably haven't seen for a long time because it's forgotten stuff. So we're gonna
what?
Well, I'm not gonna talk about it, but we're gonna
on you.
We're gonna do some work.
I won't tell anybody.
Yeah. We're just gonna work it like old school style, really.
That's cool, man. I'm not gonna press you, man. I'm teasing. I am. That's all I'm gonna do.
I think what we kind of watch as well to relax or anything is. I've always watched the NWA stuff.
Yeah.
So we were all of that era, aren't we? And we kind of broke in. That was our go-to bread and butter. So stuff that's kind of forgotten and that you don't see much on telly because it is forgotten. So we're just gonna do our thing.
And it'll be nice to see that in with the current mix as well, rather than that style against that style. It'll be nice to see that style against, I don't know, whoever we've got in the ring at the moment, the new breed, if you will,
I think the only sort of tag team that really do the old school sort of style at the moment FTR
Yeah.
in AEW. They're the only ones.
And they probably watch the same shit we do.
Yeah.
Just, they're horseman marks as well, aren't they?
Brilliant, man. Yeah, that will. We all, gotta love it.
It's I think it's just forgotten stuff that we kind of like we love and that entertains us, and I think it works for when we get in the ring.
Yeah.
When we did it with the guys as well, they were like, "What are they doing?" we talking them through it, and they're like, "Yeah, it just works." So
Excellent, man. I look forward to seeing it. I really, really do look forward to seeing it. And if I do happen to land in the ring with either of you, just remember I'm from that era as well. So watch your freaking backs.
It works.
It does. It's a nice sizzle to add to that steak, gents. It is. Any merch or?
That's all we've got, brother. This is we are literally merch.
Talk us through it. Where can we get it? Give us some links.
Right. So my Danny Owens stuff, I've got to actually put on the shop.
Look at
his own shop.
I've BXB merch is on beersandbeatdowns.com.
beersxbeatdowns.com.
beersxbeatdowns.com. Yeah, love it.
And the Karnage merch is on shopkarnage.com.
Shopkarnage.com. Where was the Danny Owens one again? I had a bit of interference in my ear then, just so in case people didn't hear it.
I've got to put it on the BXB shop.
Right, you are. Good man. Yeah, you should.
I've got my own shop, but
selfish man.
I don't want to pay
take.
Exactly. It's all about the money, brother.
All about the money. Excellent, man. Excellent. Now, well, great stuff. Well, if you want to grab yourself some merchandise, guys, whether it's Beers and Beatdowns merchandise, Carnage merchandise, or Danny Owens merchandise, that's Danny Owens merchandise, you know where to go. Sorry, Blanche, I'm only teasing.
I've got some.
He's got some on the website.
Excellent, man. Excellent. No, tidy. Excellent stuff. Well,
I will say though, we've had loads of people design stuff for us, and we're very grateful that they've reached out like stuff like this. It's not been just us doing it. We've had like a team of people putting stuff together for us, so we're very grateful
like
for everyone like that. So it's
brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Do you want to give anyone a shout out there, or are there too many to mention, or what?
That was
me. This is a Mr. Chris Peatherwick design.
Oh, is it? Oh, fair play.
This is a Submission Scoundrel design, and he did especially for Carnage. One of the other BXB ones is a Submission Scoundrel. So check his stuff out as well. He'd love that. I've done a couple. You've done a couple. It's kind of, but everyone kind of gives us lots of stuff. Like Peatherwick's the reason why there's an X in the BXB. Because it was just Beers and Beatdowns, and then he did the design and put the X in, and it just kind of works. So like
it does work, yeah. It's different, isn't it?
It's been organic the whole time, the whole BXB thing. So
this is probably my favorite design because it incorporates all my old gimmicks as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I can see, Danny Owens' star there. Yeah,
Danny Owens' star. You've got Danny Blue Eye.
Yeah.
Beers and Beatdown.
Very clever.
Got the skull for Danny, dangerous Danny Owens as well.
Excellent, man. I got very clever. I like it. I like it a lot.
You've got more gimmicks than Beefcake, haven't you?
I don't know about that. It's touch and go. That is.
No, that was me. That was just me bored one night because
brilliant, man.
I've learned how to do graphic design over COVID.
Fantastic. What, did you not do it before then, or not?
Not at all.
Not at all. That's impressive. That's really, really impressive. My glasses are off to you. I don't have a hat, but
I learned how to make kids during COVID.
You already had a degree in that anyway, didn't you?
Masters.
Yeah.
I should have a doctorate by now, but
that's the other thing. That's the other thing with BXB as well. We're literally got a second gen come in as well.
Excellent.
I've got a boy about the same age as one of yours. Yeah. So yeah, there's
whether they like it or not, is it?
Yeah, that's a BXB second gen.
I get him in. My son wants to start training when he's old enough. So
how old is he now? How old are these kids we're talking about now?
Oh God. Right. So the one that wants to actually train is
put him on the spot again.
Yeah. The one that actually wants to train is 9. I've got an older son that's 13. I got a daughter that is 6. Then we've got a 1-year-old and a 13-week-old.
Wow.
That's
have
my
been a
kid.
busy boy. Yeah.
That's just my kids.
Okay.
Then my
Yeah.
partner's got another 5.
Wow. You are busy people. Very busy people.
I've got 2. I'm normal. I just got,
Yeah. There's no such thing as normal anymore, is there?
just got 2.
We don't even know what that is anymore.
Just got 2. My son's 8. My daughter's 2, and that's it.
My missus is going to watch this and she's going to be like, you had the ages wrong.
You can have another go if you want, all right? And
You could be here all night.
we'll edit the right one in then after.
You could be here a long time.
You get 3 shots. Or shall I toss a coin?
I think they were right. We'll stick with it. No, we'll stick with what I got.
Right, you are, man. Right, you are. That's brilliant. So, yeah. Well, so which one's interested? Is it the 9-year-old's interested? You said,
the 9-year-old, yeah.
Sure, he's 9 now, yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
me and the missus had a disagreement. I called him 10.
Right. So,
He's 9.
oh. Okay, but when was he 9?
When was he 9?
Oh no, sorry. Hang on. Do you want me?
January the 5th.
Hey!
Wow.
I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm sure
No,
if you watch it, what's your missus' name again?
Michelle.
Michelle, if you're watching and he is wrong, leave a comment down below. Let us know. In fact, if he's right, give him a little bit of glory because he's going to deserve it. He don't get a lot right, bless him, does he? But you know, he's obviously got his lady right, and that's a good thing. And if he's got this right, leave a little comment there as well. Fantastic.
She's all right, I guess.
Oh, he talks about you all the time off it. He was on about you for about 20 minutes before we come on now. So take no notice. Good stuff.
He's only getting married next year.
Ah, fantastic. In the ring?
No, well, we were thinking about it, but then all of my family and all of her family ate wrestling. So
in the ring it is then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be best man only because I get to do a speech for him, and he.
Fantastic.
He just says what he says at the end of it.
I love it. It makes perfect sense. You've got to do a vignette of that as well.
That's the only reason.
Brilliant. Have you set the date yet?
We've had like 4. It's been postponed like 4 times.
Was
the 12th of August next year.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Well, I hope it comes off. Are you having a stag do? Yeah, I know a great place for a stag do.
Where's that?
Caiman's doorstep.
Let's do it.
You've done it before.
Yeah.
No, not a stag do, but you've spewed on my doorstep before. Let's do it again. I got a whole new doorstep now for you to try out. You know,
even better.
Fantastic, excellent, brilliant. Cool. Right. Before we wrap up, then, guys, are there other things you want to mention? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to put out there? Any plugs, shout outs, acknowledgements, challenges, disses, anything at all?
Not really any disses.
No, not into it, are we?
Go like the BXB page on Facebook, Beers and Beatdowns dash BXB.
Yeah, something like that.
Pro Wrestling Karnage on Facebook.
Instagrams, isn't it? Blanchard _BXB.
Mine's dangerous_Danny_Owens.
Excellent.
Dangerous Danny Owens on Facebook. Blanchard on Facebook.
Blanch BXB, I think. Yeah, Facebook. I don't know, mate. This social media gimmick is a lot. We never had it before back in.
No, man, I know. All we had was the Celtic Wrestling Forum.
Yeah, that was it.
That was
bring that back.
Hot.
It was hot back in the day. Then MySpace kicked in then for a bit. And as soon as Facebook come over then and took over MySpace sort of thing, the forum started declining through the era of MySpace, first of all. And then Facebook was just the final nail in the coffin. I remember, I don't know, we'd have hundreds on there, literally underneath it, tell you how many were online. We'd have hundreds sometimes.
To be fair, though, with speaking out happening, it's probably a good thing it's gone.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good God. Yeah. There's a lot of people who shall not be named anymore due to that bag of shite. So we won't name them.
This is one of the reasons why we want to do Carnage as well and stay away from what we're doing. That's why we're being clever about when we book females. We want it to be right. For their benefit. And our guys don't have any issues, or they've not been naughty or bad behaved, and people won't be coming to Carnage. That's the end of it. So
that's it.
Doing everything to be safe, and we think it's better for everyone. So
best way, man. Best way, iron out all the kinks before they come through the door. Do you know what I mean? And then you're safe then, and your product is not going to get tarnished with that dodgy brush just to a select few, well, arse wipes, you know? Yeah, totally. But
we want Karnage to be a platform for everybody to come to and use us as a platform to get themselves better. So that's why the negativity thing's a big deal about us not having it around. So.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. Well, all the very best with it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to being a part of it. I'm dreading the 29th because I'm probably going to be laying down all day with ice all over me. But you know, hopefully it'll be nice ice, you know, and positive ice.
I think so. Yeah, we could. Well, I said we'll have some beers as well. It'd be good.
Definitely, man.
Ice with a belt around your waist.
Well, yeah, that's the plan. Do you know what I mean? In my mind, that is the plan. Do you know what I mean? I don't go for a belt not to get it. Do you know what I mean? I want it.
Oh, so you two could finally have your match.
Yeah,
we could do.
Wins, you finally get your.
Yeah, well, we've been trying to have it for years.
Teacher and student.
Yeah,
he keeps pulling out.
Yeah,
not in life normally.
Oh, once I did, didn't I? Once my car, I was nearly there. Twice, was there? What was the first time?
Royal Imperial, I think.
Was it? I can't remember why I didn't go there. I might have just, I don't know. I might have just couldn't be asked that one, I'll be honest. But the second one, I was on my way there. And that's no offense to anyone, but the first one, I'd probably, if it was a Saturday, I'd probably been hard at it on the Friday, you know, and I hadn't quite come round. That may well have been what it was. The second one, I was on my way there, and then steam started coming out of my car. I was about 5 minutes away. I even took a photo of it and sent it to the promoter just to show I'm here, I'm nearly there. And he said, do you want me to send someone to pick you up? I'm like, well, no, not really. My car's here. I'm just going to be thinking about it the old times. You know what I mean? I have got to get to work tomorrow as well because it was a Sunday. But we figured it out in the end anyway.
We finally get the match.
Well, we could do. We'll see. It's
he's got to win first.
Well, you know, let's just see what happens.
Everyone's got the same shout now.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm going for it. Definitely.
Seriously, is
good.
No, 100%. I'll go for it. I can't come for you in that match because you're not in it. I come for you though, and I will.
Cheers.
Definitely.
I'll be ready.
I know you will, and I can't wait. Let's fight.
Let's do it. You owe me one as well, don't you?
Do I?
I beat you with the match we had.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Totally, that's right. Yeah, you did. Didn't you take my belt off me as well?
I did indeed, yeah.
Prick, like. Jeez. That was some time ago, that one.
That was, yeah.
That was an outdoor show as well, that was?
It was, yeah, it was. It was Kidderminster somewhere outdoor show.
Yeah, Kidderminster, Wolveley, somewhere like that.
Something like that, yeah. So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It was Keego Ward was on the same show.
He was, yes. We were main eventing all this.
Yeah, that's it. We owned it. Well, gentlemen, good luck with Beers and Beatdowns. Good luck with Karnage. I'm sure it'll be awesome. Again, one final plug. This show is sponsored by Pro Wrestling Karnage. The First Mutation taking place from 6 p.m. the Pencoid Welfare Hall. That's on Saturday, the 28th of August. Be there or be freaking square. And if you want to win a set of tickets, like, subscribe, comment, Karnage with a K. Blanche, Danny, Beers and Beatdowns, it's been a genuine pleasure, as it always is, to see your good selves. And if I don't see you before, I'll see you on the 28th. Hopefully, I'll see both of you on the 28th.
He's confident.
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence is a preference of the habitual voyeur of what is known as
Park life.
Woohoo! See you later, peeps.